I've been decluttering for over 10 years now, but nothing has challenged me to be more intentional than this tiny house. With literally only a few hundred square feet to work with, every single item has to earn its keep. So in today's video, I'm showing you what I actually brought in, my favorite organizing products of all time, and the everyday items that I love and use constantly and make my life easier. I hope it gives you ideas and maybe even permission to only keep the best of the best in your space too. But like I said, these are the best of the best of the best of the best products, things I have curated over the last 7 years. I will only show you things that I truly love and use every single day. And just so you know, any commission that goes through my Amazon store, it's all getting donated to Dorothy's house. All this year, in fact, it is. So if you use my shop link to buy anything, whether it's one of the products I recommend or not, do know that all of the proceeds will be helping women out of domestic abuse and other horrific situations. So I'll make sure the link is all the places links should be, but many of these items I have not shown you before, so let's get to work. So obviously here, Entryway would be an overstatement. So I'm gonna show you two of my favorite space-saving organization, products for here. Okay, so these are fold-down hooks. I actually use these in the boys' closet, but what's nice is when you're not using it, it's pretty slim, but then when you wanna use it, you just push it out and it comes down. And so I wanna put 3 of these here. So again, most of the time they can just be in this position, but then if you wanna hang bag, purse, backpack, something on it, they're very sturdy too. And then I've also shown these shoe racks before that take advantage of vertical space. So I have 2 sets of these. Now, the only thing that maybe wouldn't be my preference is they're not the most beautiful. And I really am trying to pick things that are both functional and look really nice too. But I couldn't find anything else that function as well as these. These work so well. These are hands down my favorite shoe organization. They're sturdy, they work well, they fit all different sizes of shoes. And again, we have really limited entryway space here. If they just get the shoes up off the floor, and so you're not walking in and tripping on shoes. So even though they're not the most beautiful, I do think they are very functional. And so in this case, that's gonna win out. So function over fashion, I guess. Okay, I have so much stuff for the kitchen. I'm feeling just a little bit overwhelmed right now, but I think if I start maybe just kind of going through some of this stuff and putting it roughly where I think it's gonna go, then if I need to make adjustments and move stuff around, then that's okay. These are just some beautiful glasses I got. They just make my heart feel happy. Now, again, you're gonna notice that this is all new stuff. I really enjoy finding old things and sourcing old things, going to antique shops and thrift stores. I would have loved to go out and find new drinking glasses and stuff and that fit the color palette. You're gonna see a lot of blue, dictated by the blue cabinets, right? But it's just not the season I'm in right now. And I do wanna get this set up. I have a friend who wants to come and visit and stay. So I kind of just wanna get it all pulled together, and also Maggie's having a birthday party here too. So anyways, yes, it's all new, but I like used stuff too, so okay. Okay, so let me show you a couple new favorites and then some of my trusty old ones. You're probably seeing them behind me. This is cool. So this can go under your sink in your pantry, or you can mount it to the wall, but it has a slot for a roll of trash bags, and then also for your grocery bags, the plastic bags that you want to reuse. But I just love how it looks, how it functions, holds just the right amount of stuff. So this is kind of cool. I'll show this more in the bathroom, but I wanted the Turkish bath towels because they're not so thick and heavy, but isn't it just beautiful? This stuff is to go into the bathroom. I have some other kind of fun stuff for there, especially space-saving stuff. And I was so excited to see that the cabinets here had a pull-out garbage and recycling. Now, this is a little pull you put on the bottom of it so you can use your foot to open it, especially when your hands are full or dirty or gunky. Also, these socks are a favorite of mine. They fit well, they stay up, and they come in really fun colors. And then also there's this little rubber piece that can go along the top of your pull-out garbage because that gets destroyed. If you have a pull-out garbage, you know. So you put this clear bumper on it and it protects it. So I think that's a worthwhile investment too. And just like I'm hypersensitive to every item that comes into my home now and how it makes me feel, and in the same way, I've definitely noticed a difference with what I eat too. So today's video is sponsored by Factor, and they make it so easy to eat healthy. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen, dietitian approved meals right to your doorstep. Gourmet chefs create each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. And so I've been purchasing Factor meals for myself for over 9 months now, and my brother and dad have been eating them too. My brother and I talk about all the time, like, we can't eat like we used to when we were kids. And so it's become super important to us what we eat. And also, we don't have a lot of time to put into preparing healthy meals. And so I really appreciate that in this season, Factor meals eliminate the hassle of prepping, cooking, and cleaning up. Each meal is ready in just 2 minutes, and each week there are over 35 options to choose from, including popular choices like Calorie Smart, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Veggie. And so this is a brand new favorite of mine. It is jalapeno lime cheddar chicken. Now, some are spicy. You don't have to get spicy ones if you don't want to. We've been getting the keto plan because they're loaded with protein and veggies. They fill you up and you feel good afterwards. And I also appreciate that Factor is flexible. I can easily adjust my order size, enjoy with loved ones, or even skip a week. So if it's time to make your health a priority too, if you want to feel more energetic, feel mentally more clear, then head to factor75.com or click on the link below and use code 50MinimalMom to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50MinimalMom at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. All right, so we're eating a little better, feeling more energetic, and now, oh my goodness, we still have so much organizing to do. And then you've heard me talk about these clear glass mugs, but these glass mugs, they are so enjoyable to drink out of. And so they're double walled, so they keep your coffee hot, but they're lightweight Again, I don't know how to describe it, but they are so enjoyable to drink out of. So I definitely had to get a set for out here. Again, I'm only putting my favorites, absolute favorite things out here. These are my absolute favorite. God, I shouldn't be just, I don't know, flashing around a bunch of knives. Get my video taken down. Had a set of these, I don't know, 10 years ago. Had them for, well, we still had them in my old house. So 8 years, I don't know. I don't know what magical material they're made out of, but the angle of the blade, the way you cut, they cut so nice. And so I definitely wanted to get a set of these. In fact, I brought this one. I got some for my parents too, and I brought it in from the house when I was opening boxes with it. But anyways, these knives are awesome. And then this, I'm gonna admit it, it was kind of an impulse buy. I don't know if it was a good decision, so you can help me decide. It's a decorative thing. It's meant to sit out. I have not opened it yet. And I sometimes put decorative things out and then I decide I don't like it. And then I'm like, why did I buy that? You know better. Like, you don't like things sitting out on your counters anymore. But it was just so pretty, at least in the picture. So, isn't that pretty? I kind of like it a lot. My thought was that it would either be on the center of the island or on the counter. We'll see. I actually kind of really like it a lot. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not like perfectly flat. It has like a very like organic stone vibe. I don't know what's the word to it. So handmade, supposedly. It was off Amazon. So again, this is the type of stuff I've got in the past and I'm like, why did I get that? You don't like decorative stuff sitting out, but I'm hoping it'll be a little functional too. So we'll see if this makes the cut or not. Well, and actually, let's open these together too. I love Corelle dishes. I will not get anything else. What is the magical finish on them that they come clean so easily, even if stuff has gotten dried on? My only beef with them is, I'll show you the other, like I got the meal bowls and the cereal bowls. They only came in white, but these plates have a pattern. And so I'm excited to see if I'm gonna like it or not. Ooh, that's kind of fun. It almost has, I don't know if you can tell, it almost has like a little bit of a retro vibe to it. It looks beautiful with that Lazy Susan back there. So these are the dinner plates and they do have a pattern. And then let me show you. Okay, I think these are just the cereal bowl. What I want to get the meal bowls. They might be in the house. So I have one more box of stuff to bring out here. But they're these bigger bowls. They're called like a meal bowl and they're great for like pasta or salad or that kind of thing. But I'm thinking these are just the cereal bowls. Now, again, I don't like to buy the full like place settings. I think the bowls that come with them are too small for most anything we would use them for. Okay, yeah, these are the cereal bowls. But we've had the cereal bowls. Again, they're just white, so it's a little boring, but to me, that they're lightweight and they clean up so easily, it's worth it. So that's why I went with them. I will track down the meal bowls and then I'll show those to you as well. Now, if we've spent any time together, you know I'm a big fan of getting everything possible off of your kitchen counters. And so it's about visual simplicity. It's about making our kitchen easier to work in, to keep clean. And it really does make a huge difference. And Fortunately, there are so many awesome organizing products now, so it's never been easier to get everything off your counters and into cabinets and drawers. So of course, paper towel holders we can mount underneath the cabinet. This one's adhesive and has screws, so you can do it either way. Super simple to put up. Utensil caddies. Did you know you don't actually have to have a utensil caddy next to your stove? So I love getting utensils into a drawer and using these bamboo drawer dividers to create a little bit of separation in there. This is a hook for bananas that goes underneath your cabinet. So when you have bananas, they can hook on here and they're not sitting on the counter. But then when you don't have any, you just like fold it up. Isn't that genius? So I'm excited to put this in. Knife blocks. I love the knife block that goes into the drawer. It's under $10 on Amazon, and it makes organizing your knives so simple and easy to get them out of sight. Also dish racks. I just use dish mats now. We're not gonna go into like, you know, how often you should do dishes and all that hand washing versus dishwasher, but we ditched our dish rack a long time ago and a dish mat works really well. And also trying to clear as much stuff from away from the sink too. So I love this little gadget that will hold your palm scrubber if you use one of those, or this other one for your dishcloth and a sponge. And then also appliances. And so I've decided the only thing that'll be sitting out on the counters here is the Ninja Flip and maybe the decorative Lazy Susan if it makes the cut. But everything else has been neatly tucked away in drawers. And then I think we're gonna put the silverware in the island here. I love these bamboo silverware organizers. They're sturdy and they're adjustable, so they perfectly fit the space. Okay, so I thought this silverware set was kind of cool. It has like these like, I don't know, skinny kind of modern looking handles. I think everything is fine except the small forks are pretty small, but it looks so pretty. I love how this looks. This is awesome. Okay, now this though, let's put this together. This is a pull-out pot and pan drawer that I don't have a lot of space here for pots and pans, but I think it's gonna work really well, so I'm excited to try it out. So I'm gonna get Corbin back in here. He is my super helper handy with this kind of stuff. So we're gonna put this together. I'll show you the set of pots and pans that I got too. And I am so excited about some of the kind of space saving things in the bathroom, so I will definitely show you those as well. Okay, I brought in another box from the house. Did I forget some of the stuff I ordered? Yes, I did. But I've been planning all this over the last couple months since I've got it, so there's that. Also, am I advocating that you should just buy all new dishcloths and towels and everything? No, not necessarily, but I think it's fun to upgrade and switch out stuff over time as we're able. I would always, like in the past, ask for a lot of things as gifts. Well, I mean, if I totally back up, all of my first apartments and house and everything was secondhand and from garage sales and thrift stores or hand-me-downs, and it was great. And I'm very glad for that experience. And so again, I'm not saying like, go out and buy everything new so it all matches and whatnot. But also, this has been kind of fun having this opportunity to kind of start fresh and pick out favorite things. These are my absolute favorite dishcloths, the microfiber ones. They just work so well. They grab stuff so well when you're washing dishes. They clean well. Definitely when you're wiping off counters and things that are crummy and that kind of stuff. It's like, they're just like a magnet for everything, and they feel nice. They don't get smelly. They wash up well. So I love these. And then I got some dish towels, so I'll have to figure out which drawer to put these in. They just make my heart really happy. And also some pretty pot holders. You don't need a lot of pot holders, right? But these were really pretty. And also, I don't have a spot for it here. There's not a hole for a soap pump. But I have shown that kit they can put into like a big jug of Dawn dish soap. That works so well. You never have to refill your soap, or hardly at all. So I'll definitely include that in my links down below as well. And I did bring in these other dishes, the meal bowls. All right, let's see. I do want to show you the stuff in the bathroom, and then I also have just some other favorite like pantry organizers. So we'll definitely get those into place as well. Oh, and this is cool. Have you seen these? The USB rechargeable lamps. So if you have a place where you want to put a lamp, but you don't have an outlet handy, or you just don't like want the cord showing and everything, and the charge lasts a really long time too. And if your house is newer, you probably have the USB and USB-C outlets already like built in. But if not, this is a super easy swap, and it just makes charging things and everything less messy and easier. There's a bunch of like different configurations that you can get, but if you want to set up a charging station, I do think swapping out the outlets is super helpful. Then you don't need a charging block and it's not so bulky. So hot tip for that too. So some of my absolute favorite things we got are in the bathroom, including these Turkish bath towels, which I already showed, and the shampoo dispenser that mounts to the side of the shower. That is one of my all-time favorite organizing products. So we're gonna put one of those up in here. I knew I wanted to get the Turkish bath towels just so they weren't so bulky in here. So I first got this set, which I think is beautiful. I just don't think the colors go in here very well. So I'm gonna send this set back, but then I found these and I just love how they go with it. I also got a coordinating hand towel as well, but we need something to put the hand towel on. And also I want to show you these cool hooks for the towels because there's like no spot to put towel hooks in here. So I'm gonna show you those. Now, a lot of this stuff I have been showing you is just adhesive. And I think in the past, adhesive wasn't so great and it wasn't such a great option. But these days, like this stuff sticks so well. I showed like the holder thing inside of the sink. I actually tried to peel that off because I wanted to move it down just like a ½ inch. I could not peel that off. Now, good and bad, right? Like if you wanted, I know there's ways to remove it if you like really wanted to. So the towel bar that I got is adhesive and I like it because I'm not super excited about drilling into the side of like brand new cabinets and walls and whatnot. All right, so this is the hand towel. This I have not opened and I'm worried it's me like a little bit long. I don't want to have to put the towel bar up too high, although I guess it doesn't really matter. It's pretty though. We have to put it, I think it'll be fine, right? Will that look okay? Does it seem too high for a towel bar? No, I kind of like it. All right, we're gonna do with it. We're gonna go with it. So I like too that with all of these, you can choose whatever finish you want. So obviously there was a lot of like brushed nickel in here. So we're just rolling with it. You know, and the trick is you gotta get it level though, right? Have you noticed I've just been eyeballing everything? All right, right about there. Does that look level? Oh, that looks pretty level. All right, press it on. There you go. Does it look too high, too long? I don't know, I like it. All right, let's stick some other things up in here. Okay, and then toilet paper holder, there is like no wall space. We could put it here, but you're like reaching back. So I think it'd be nice just to put it right here inside of the cabinet. It'll be out of sight. I do want to get a couple baskets for here, but I think there'd still be plenty of room. Again, what's wonderful, I don't have to maximize every inch of storage in here because I'm not trying to jam pack it full of crap that I don't even use, right? So it's a beautiful thing. Again, straight up adhesive. So I've seen lots of like gals on Instagram use these and have great success with it. I would like to believe they're not leading us astray and that they won't tell us something works well if it doesn't. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, but let's just try it. These are like, this is like the easiest install ever. Awesome. All right. There we go. Let me show you these really cool towel hooks. So again, pretty small bathroom, right? Which is to be expected in 400 square feet, right? So I wasn't quite sure where towel hooks could go. Even the door is like a pocket door, so you can't put anything on there. So these are actually ones that will hook over your glass. What's nice though, I don't know if you can tell, there is like a clear rubber coating on it. So on the glass, it's not gonna like ding or worry about hurting the glass. But what I like is that they're double-sided. You know, I can see after you get out of the shower, putting them on the outside of the shower to dry, and once the shower dries out, but then once it's dry, actually storing them on the inside of the shower, again, because it's just not a wide space here. So I think it's kind of nice that they are double-sided. So let's put these on, make sure the hook isn't super hooky, like it's not a super big hook. I think it should be fine. I don't know, we'll see. They're so pretty. You know, I don't normally think of towels as something that as decor, right? But I'm not having a lot of decor out here. So having the functional things we use every day would be really beautiful. I love that. Now, also it did say on here, teaching organic cotton to be absorbent. I didn't even realize they were organic. That wasn't even like a motivation behind getting them. I just really like the colors and the patterns. The more they're washed and used, the more absorbent it will become. Soak your organic cotton towels at least once, though we highly recommend soaking them 3 to 4 times to achieve their full absorbency. So yeah, I guess if you want to make them absorbent over time, they will become more, and then soaking them too. I mean, that's a little bit of work, but probably we can handle that. Just so. especially for, yeah, for how pretty they are. Now, the Simple Human soap dispenser is probably in my top 10 favorite organizing products of all time. It is very simple to install and it just declutters your shower. You don't have to have random shampoo bottles and body wash bottles sitting around. And you know how when they sit on the shelves, then they get dirty and the shelf gets dirty and all that. I feel like this keeps our shower so much cleaner. And I also feel like if you have kids using it, that you go through a lot less shampoo and conditioner and body wash because it kind of like portion controls it when they use it. And so, like I said, super simple to put up. I had it in our old shower for, I don't know, 3 years, and it stuck well. We had no problems with it sticking to the shower. So I'm confident that this one will be no different. And then if you, I don't know if you can see very well, but on the containers, it says shampoo, conditioner, and soap. So you can tell what is in each of the containers. But hands down, one of my favorite organizing products of all time. These are cool too. Have you seen these dimmable LED night lights? So I like that you can adjust the brightness of it because sometimes certain places we've had night lights and they're actually too bright, right? Which is kind of a bummer. And then it also does have like the sensor, so it only goes on when it's dark out. Can dim it and make it brighter. So I really like that. So I'm gonna have one in here, and I think I'm gonna put one in the hallway too. Now, to get you caught up, just in case if you haven't been following along, this is a park model, kind of like a tiny house. And so I bought this a few months ago, and it is located on my parents' farm. Right now it's in a temporary location, kind of in their front yard next to their pole building. But eventually we're working to move it on a more permanent site. But it's just meant to be a little escape retreat for the kids and I. In the past, there was these little cabins up in Wisconsin. We live in Minnesota, just south of the Twin Cities, but I had been going to these cabins in Wisconsin that were a few hours away just to like get away, clear my brain, you know, everything, process, grieve, do all the things. And I loved it. It was awesome. They didn't even have running water. Like you had to go out to the, like they had nice outhouses outside of them, and they had bathhouses with running water and flushing toilets and all that. But I really enjoyed my time there, and I'm like, okay, how can I bring that here, and how can it be something that the kids can get to experience as well? So I've been looking at these, which are, they're technically called a park model. It's in the RV class, but it is suitable for living year round, keeping it cooled and heated and all of that. And so it's been awesome. And the kids and I have been enjoying it. Even when I came out here, now I had to kick Maggie out of here. So there's generally 1 to 4 kids out here, and it's serving the purpose that I'd hoped. And honestly, even just this location right here has been great because it is so close to my parents' house. Like we come in and out all of the time. So it's been really great. No one has slept overnight in it yet. So Maggie's birthday party is going to be our first experience with that. So we're getting the water hooked up, bathroom running, all of that. So that's been a fun experience for her. And we're excited to try all of that out as well. But it is kind of cool to get all these things in here. So someone could actually stay out here too. And of course, I want to decant my spices and put them in these jars with the labels that come with them. I just didn't get quite that far yet. Okay, now I want to hang these cool pictures. We decided on the colorful mountains. When I asked you, it was hands down. Like, these were the winner, clear. We liked the other ones too, but these won. You can only have one winner. But I don't want to put holes into the paneling here, and so I like to use the Velcro command hooks. The nice thing too is that this gives you a little like forgiveness with getting them all level and even, especially when you have 3 that you're trying to get level and evenly spaced. What else I like about the command hooks in this type of application is that they hold the pictures square, and even though they're at like a headboard, which isn't super ideal, they won't get bumped and moved around. So we've used these in all of our campers because then even when you're traveling down the road or whatnot, they don't get moved around. But I think even inside of houses that don't move, they're still nice because they never go kitty wonkus. And you could see how I was kind of adjusting them. Probably you're supposed to let it sit for a little bit, yeah, an hour before you stick it on. I always stick them on right away and it's always been fine. But it is nice that they won't move and you can adjust them. So if you have artwork that's fairly light, this stuff is pretty light, I think these work awesome. They're up there, they're not going anywhere. Now, these though are my absolute favorite. If you are hanging into like drywall or real walls or something like that, monkey hooks, I've talked about these before. These work so well. You can hang up to I don't know, 50 pounds. We've hung really heavy mirrors, and what's nice about them is they leave a very small hole in your wall, but they hold a ton of weight, and you just like take the end of it, screw it into the wall. You need no tools or anything. You just screw it in, hook it in, hang up your photo. These work awesome, so I'll definitely link to these as well. All right, so we got them hung up. They look really good. I had shown the duvet cover before. Some had said they thought it was too busy or didn't quite go in here. I really like it a lot. I'm excited to get the bed fully made. I never did really duvet covers in the past. I'd always do like traditional comforters. However, the downside is getting the liner like all lined up in there, right? And so maybe you've seen, there's a lot of different products for keeping the duvet insert in the right place. But these, I just actually put a new comforter and stuff in my brother's room. We did a little makeover in there in our membership group. And so I got these for both of our duvet covers now. They work so well and they are so easy. And they come in, whoops, and they come in a ton of different colors so they can just blend right in. Anyways, just so you know, there you go. Now, there isn't any kind of broom or utility closet, so I knew I would have to use some of the closet space in the bedroom, which isn't a big deal. Like I said, I'm not jam-packing these closets with tons and tons of stuff. And so I wanted to get a broom holder. I have the clip-in style that I used in my parents' pantry, and that one works pretty well. But I wanted to try this style as well. It goes up really easy, and then you just slide the broom in between the two foam holder things. I actually really like it a lot. It holds tight, and it's easy to put the brooms in and out. And then as far as small appliances, I think we're only gonna need two. I'm gonna bring the Ninja Flip out here. That works as a toaster, toaster oven, air fryer. You can use it in place of the oven. You can make pizzas in it. So any kind of cooking that's gonna be going on out here, it's gonna be perfect. And I love how it folds up. I'm gonna put it right over here. And then the only other thing I thought we needed was a coffee maker. I still haven't been able to bring myself to rebuy the like super bougie one that I had at my old house. That is my most clicked on Amazon link, and it might just be checking like what the price is. It was around $500, worth every penny, I believe. Like, I mean, it makes great coffee. And also I was just like, well, can't do it right now. So my next favorite coffee maker then is a Nespresso. Now again, for everyday use, the pods kind of add up. Like, they're not cheap. They don't give those away, right? We could have just done a Keurig too, and that would have been fine too. But I'm having my favorites out here. So this is my second favorite, I guess, but I was able to get an open box, and it's white. And it also came with the frother too, which the Nespresso frother is awesome. I really like that a lot. Now, I don't necessarily want it sitting out on the counter all the time, so I probably will find a spot in the cabinet to tuck it away too, but we'll see. Okay, now let's talk through some of the random stuff, like especially when you move into a new place that will just continue to float around. So all of this kind of stuff, manuals, this is Wi-Fi enabled oven. This oven stove is so bougie and fancy. It is like nothing I've ever had before. Remote for, I don't remember what. I think we don't have the full air conditioning setup in it yet. I don't know, but these things, right? And so sometimes they just get shoved in a drawer, but I really like these zipper pouches you can get them at Amazon, Target's had them before too, that you can take this kind of stuff and you can put it in here so that it all stays contained. It's not floating around. This actually gives a lot of peace of mind. I've been talking a lot about in our membership group recently about how our brain loves containers and categories. Like a container with one category of stuff in it is just so beautiful to our brain. Our brain hates random, it hates a mishmash of stuff. So when I look at a pile of this on the counter or in the drawer, my brain is horrified by it. But if I can put it into one neat and tidy category, then my brain is like, okay, that's good, I got it, right? And if I need anything like that, I know where to look for it. So you can put it in something like this. You can just write on it with a magic marker, put a label on it. These are pretty inexpensive, so I think just jotting on them is fine too. But it's all contained, it's all together. And now I can decide, where do I want to store that kind of stuff? Do I want to keep it here in the kitchen? Do I have another utility place that I might put it? But again, when it is all contained and categorized, then it's like, yeah, it's fine, we're good. But that random pile, I mean, wasn't it? It's just stressful to look at, right? So contain, categorize, and then you have a happy brain. All right, we have a good start on the bathroom, but we need it to be functional for the birthday party tonight. So let's get everything else in place here. So something to be aware of when you are picking out accessories and whatnot is how many focal points you want. So when I selected the towels, I knew they were going to be seen. I wanted them to be visually pretty to attract a little bit of attention. Now I was looking at baskets for here and I thought about getting some wicker baskets, which are really pretty, but then I realized I don't necessarily want them to attract attention. And I think we have enough focal points with these towels and the hand towel and the blue cabinet that these I kind of just want to blend in. So I just got these from Walmart, and I think if I measured correctly, they will fit in pretty well here. I kind of just want them to blend in, and that is what these containers do. And so we also got our RV fast rapid dissolving toilet paper. We have our toilet paper hook here, and so I'm going to put one roll on, and then the rest I'm going to put in this top basket. And then we'll get this shelf thing put under the sink, soap pump. We're doing pretty good. And this is totally random, but best toilet brush of like all time. Inexpensive too. I think on a cleaning video I did a little while back, this was the #1 seller, and there were so many comments about it too. There's something about the angle of it that is just right when you are cleaning your toilet. I don't know. And if we have to clean the toilet anyways, we might as well use something that we like using. I had hoped that we could organize the pantry cabinet together too, but I am running out of time. But I've showed these products before, but I still love them so much. The baggie organizer, I've showed it in bamboo, but now they have a white version of it too. You can also get one that just holds 2 sizes or all 4. It just makes all those messy boxes look so much neater. And then this, I love this. And I won't say it unless I truly love it, but for your tinfoil, saran wrap, wax paper, to be able to just slide it and cut it off, not have to mess with the box, I'm telling you, this is so much easier. And I don't have a ton of drawer space here. If you have extra drawer space, these fit perfectly into drawers. Otherwise, you can put them in a pantry as well. Water bottle shelves. I did not think I would love this until I had it. Now, I've had a different version too. I like that, but I actually like this acrylic one even better, and it was less expensive. Again, it makes it so you can see all of them. They don't get stacked up behind each other. And if you're short and it's on a little bit higher shelf, it makes them easier to grab out too and to put them away. And then I've shown these before. My favorite multi-purpose container, Cass from Clutter got me hooked on these. They are the multi-purpose bins from the Container Store. I use them so many places. These work great under kitchen cabinets, under bathroom cabinets, in pantry cabinets, any place that you want to take advantage of some vertical storage and not just have everything laying flat. They just work so well and are so versatile. And also this Dyson vacuum has become a staple. I bought multiple of them. We bought one for my mom. My sister has one. It's easy, it's versatile, it's cordless. Now, my only caveat, we don't have pets in the house, so I've never been able to test it that way, but otherwise I've had it for many years and works great and really love it a lot. Again, if you have to vacuum, you should have one that you enjoy using or that the kids enjoy using because that makes them more likely to vacuum too. But let's talk about the extra stuff that comes. So I got that knife set. I don't know if I'm gonna love the knife set. I got it because I like how it looks, but we'll see. But it came, instead of a traditional knife block, it came with this, so you can stick the knives in it and then set it on your counter, which is nice. It's pretty space saving and it's kind of cool looking. However, I have the knife block for the drawer that I love, and so I don't need this. Now, already my brain is probably doing what your brain's doing. It's like, what else could I use it for? I'm pretty sure this comes off the top. I don't know if I really pulled on it. I could use it as a vase. I could use it as a utensil caddy. I could, I don't know, what else could we use it for? So many options, right? With this perfectly good container, and it's cute too. No, I have to shut that down and say, this is inventory that you have to manage. You weren't looking for it. You didn't want it before you had it. You didn't need another vase or utensil caddy or anything like that, right? Just because this happened into your life does not mean you are obligated now to find a use for it, right? And that's a big mental switch for a lot of us with these creative, resourceful brains, right? So it's great. You have a beautiful brain. I love that about you. And also, it's just more inventory that we have to manage. And this is the type of stuff at the beginning when I'm like, you can have a peaceful home or you can have not. This is the type of stuff that keeps us from having a peaceful home, in my humble opinion. Similarly, the pots and pan set came with these lovely utensils. Aren't they so nice? They're kind of rubber coated. They have the wood handle. I don't need any more. The set I have is more than enough. It's probably already more than I will actually use. And what happens to white over time? Like put it in spaghetti sauce once, right? And so I know they're not even like practical. Beautiful, right? Oh, I could just stick them in here, right? Pretty, not practical. So this stuff I'm gonna donate, get rid of, never think about again, because this is the type of inventory I can't manage anymore and I will forget about. I'll stick it in a drawer or somewhere and I will forget about it. I don't need this type of inventory anymore. So still a little bit hard getting rid of perfectly good things, but it does get easier over time. And I know I've talked about this idea a lot, this idea that your house should serve you. And I think what I'm realizing is that there's not a lot of gray area. Either your house is peaceful and restful and relaxing, a place where you can let your guard down and recharge, or it's not. Either it's supporting who you're becoming, and when you're in your home, you feel inspired and creative and capable and confident, or you don't. Either it's supporting the future you and who it is that you want to become, or it's not. It's dragging you back into the past with all of this old dead stuff, all of this stuff that reminds you of past seasons and past versions of yourself. And so I think it'd actually be a lot easier if it was just like, oh, we can have both. Like we can have it be peaceful and we can have a bunch of reminders from the past. We can have all this stuff that we spent money on, we feel kind of guilty about and whatnot, and still feel like it's supporting who we're becoming. But I don't think that's actually true. And especially over these last couple of years, I've been so hyper aware of all of the stuff around me and what it's saying to me, the message it's sending, like Fumio Sasaki and the silent to-do list. What messages are these things sending me? And when I really paid attention to it, I couldn't believe how so many of these physical things were sending negative messages to me and negative reminders of mistakes I've made and who I used to be and things I thought I was going to do and become, that it's simply not who I am right now. And those negative things were dragging me backwards. And I don't think any of us need that right now. I don't think we need that at all. And so sometimes I think we feel like it's like inconsequential. Like, oh, we can keep this old stuff around. It doesn't really make a big difference. No, I think it makes a big difference. I think it makes a big difference to your psyche and your mental health and how you feel. You just haven't realized that it is this crap and stuff around you that is causing you to feel that way. I know, I'm sorry. I know sometimes people don't like when I say crap to refer to physical stuff, but I am trying to make a point with it right now. So please forgive me if that word turns you off. But the point being, we really have to pay attention to this stuff because I think it's having a bigger impact on you than you realize. And here's how the pots and pans and lids pull out looks with the pots in it. Two of the pots were too big to fit in here because it's a pretty narrow cabinet, but I'm just gonna keep those in the pantry cabinet. And I really like this pot set. It has just the pieces you would need and it's so pretty too, isn't it? And then for organization under the sink, I really like these pull-out drawers. Well, like-ish. They're not perfect. I've tried different ones. This probably isn't my absolute favorite one. I'll link to that one. It's more of a silver metal, but these ones I've used in a couple of places now and do work pretty well too. So I put them together really quickly. They really do go together really fast. Don't let them intimidate you. But I'm putting one under the sink here to organize cleaning products and then one under the sink in the bathroom as well. I don't need two under here, but hands down, my favorite cleaning products are Dawn Power Wash, Dawn dish soap. I mean, with these two things, you can clean most of your house, right? Also, the pink stuff, if you do need to like scrub anything that's a little more baked on, stuck on, caked on, Scrub Daddy sponges. They work well and the smiley face just makes me happy. So I love these. The Sprayway glass cleaner, I like that it's a foam, it doesn't drip, it works really well. The Folex carpet and upholstery cleaner. This is so inexpensive and it works so well. So you'll want to have this at your house. And then the only thing I didn't grab because I didn't go to Target is the Method degreaser. Smells good, works great. I love using that to clean the stove, but I don't have to have it. The Dawn Power Wash works just as well, especially if you have flat top stoves. This works really well on that. Or anything, of course, anything else greasy that you have. But I have lots of clean with me videos where I show my favorite products, show them in action. So if you're interested in more of like my minimalist cleaning products, I can definitely link to those videos as well. All right, I'm getting everything cleaned up so Maggie can come have her party with her friends. Moment of truth. Is the Lazy Susan going to make the cut? Two places we could put it. We could put it here in the center of the island. I also got these really cute salt and pepper shakers. If you like pepper mills, I can link to the ones that are really good quality and come beautifully packaged, make a great gift too. But I just thought these were cute and perfect for out here. And then, you know, a little plant to put, because what else do you put on it right now, right? Should we put it here on the island or back here next to the stove? You know, I don't think I like it on the island. I think it clutters it up. So I think we're gonna put it back here for a little pop of color. And I think it's gonna make my heart happy every time I see it. All right, well, thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope you found some helpful ideas, or if nothing else, I hope you feel like you have permission to let go of stuff that's not serving you, that's not making your life better or easier, that you wouldn't want to bring into a brand new space. You are worthy of being surrounded by things that you love and that make your life easier and that you enjoy taking care of. All right, well, today we've been talking about bringing stuff in, but if you need help decluttering and letting stuff go, it would be my pleasure to get to help you. I have over 800 videos to help you declutter pretty much anything in your house. So I'd love it if you subscribe so that we can spend more time together. I'll link to our long format decluttering videos. Those can be really helpful to put on in the background, along with one of my most recent cleaning videos where I go into more detail about my favorite minimalist cleaning products. All right, well, I love you. I hope you have a really good day, and I'll see you again soon.